Hey everybody, I am making a video today because a lot of you that missed the power hour that I ran last night had some questions if you got on late or if you just missed it altogether. I was just sharing what I've been doing that's been working. Um, you know, for the first few months of my coaching, I was doing a lot of my warm market, so I wasn't running out of people all the time. I was still able to go to my photos and go through the likes and comments and stuff, which I still do, but there's less now, because my warm market is already saturated with people that have already joined me, and I need new people to talk to. So I was in a rut about this for a little while, and then I'm like, Ashley, get it together. Like, you have to figure out a way. Like, these top coaches are getting, over 100 Success Club points, and why can't I do that? So take that, the fact that you can't because you're not a top coach, out of the equation. You can, you just have to find out what works for you and start showing up for your people that way. The biggest thing for me with this is it makes sense because it's basic math. So to find a new way, I went straight to YouTube. I went to look at coach calls that were happening by some of the top coaches that are getting these high Success Club points, that are having success with their business. I went to their channels, and you will find that they graciously share everything because they record all their calls, they put them on YouTube so that their teams can thrive and grow from them. So this is all free information. This information that I'm going to give you is on YouTube, free for anybody to see. So if something is not working for you, go out and find the answer because it's there. And rant. So basically what I do is, for the first 10 minutes minimum of my power hour, I add people to my network. So if you think about basic math, like I said, if you're going to have a bunch of conversations every day, you need people to talk to. If I'm only adding 10 people to my network, but I'm trying to do like 15 conversations a day, the basic math does not add up because you're not going to have enough people to talk to. So I spend 10 minutes a day adding to my network. I only do this on Instagram because I feel that Facebook is very warm market oriented, family, people you went to high school with, college with, used to live in the same town as. People on Facebook are less receptive to you just randomly friend requesting them. It's different on Instagram. People don't think anything of it when you randomly message them or randomly follow them. So I do this on Instagram. You go to somebody that you follow that you like, and you can either go to their followers or you can go to one of their photos that you relate to. So say I love Chrissy Teigen because of what she stands for. She supports moms. I go to her profile, I can go to her followers, and I go right down the list. I don't click on every single person, but if it's a female, around my age, you can tell by their profile picture, has a picture of her with somebody with their kids, I add them. And it's because, like, you want it to be your tribe, and it's going to be your tribe because you both like Chrissy Teigen. You can't have everything in common with somebody. I can't go out and find another Ashley that's a nurse, that has 2 kids, that works part-time. I don't want to find people exactly like me, because then my team won't be diverse, and I'll be spinning my wheels trying to find this, like, rock star awesome person like myself. So be diverse. It's not up to you. It's not all up to you. Like, you want to pick your people, but also it's up to them because they need your help. So go through the list of their followers or who liked their picture. And by doing it this way, you get just a list of people where you can follow right down the list. When you're having to go to people's profiles, check out their feed, check out their bio, follow them, that's like 10 seconds. In 10 seconds of doing this method, you can get 5 to 10, you can follow 5 to 10 people. I always write down my followers at the beginning of my day in my planner. So you can see, like, for yesterday, I had 1455, and then this morning I had 1467. So 12 followers in one day. And through this, I've gotten a lot. So you should do it too, if you want to grow your network, which you should all want to grow your network. And I think that's all I have to say about that. When they follow you back, because a lot of them follow back right away, I don't message them right away. Later, if I'm trying to, like, interact with my people, like during the engagement portion of the power hour, I might go to somebody that recently followed me and like a couple of their pictures. But to me, you have to do what works based on what you like. So for me, if I follow somebody and immediately they're messaging me, inviting me to their next challenge group, I'm like, ooh, like it's like, oh crap, I should never have followed them. Then you're going to get unfollowed. So I let them follow me back and watch me for a little bit, because doing the invites, which I'm about to tell you about, once you get to their letter and you message them, seeing if they have any need for what you're offering, they have already been watching you for a little bit. It's not like you're showing up and throwing up all over them. So 10 minutes of adding to your network at least. Then I spend 30 solid minutes uninterrupted, no scrolling, no getting distracted, head down work inviting. You want to see what you're doing now and see what it's going to take to get you what you want. So if you're hitting Success Club 2 or 4 every month, or not Success Club 2 or 4, you're hitting SC 2 or 4 because you're not in Success Club. You need to look at what you're doing. So if you're only inviting 5 people a week and that's what your numbers are, and you want to be at Success Club 10, maybe you need to double it. A great book that I read is the 10X Rule, and that applies to a lot of this. I have that in my head ingrained, that if you want more, you got to do more. If you want more results, do more. If you want more money, do more. It all is in direct correlation. So if you're not getting what you want, you need to do more than what you're doing. So I've been inviting every day. I go down my followers. So this is to hit the people that are not giving you traction on your post, because we all know the algorithm is crazy. Like half of your things are not being seen on Facebook, they're not being seen on Instagram. People are barely in the feed on Instagram, they're in the stories. So your post might not even being seen. So when you go to do the likes and the comments, it's not even everybody that's looking at you. So by going to your followers, you're able to hit the people that are not necessarily giving you the traction on your post, but they're still seeing what you're doing. So I go down the list with the same canned response. I change the name because I don't do hey girl, unless it's like somebody that doesn't have their name on their profile. I might say like hey there or something like that, but I try to customize it as much as I can. If it's somebody that really resonates with me, that I see them and I feel that they might be a good part of my team, I'll customize it a little bit beyond the canned response. So if I see another nurse that has 2 kids and she's still working full time and that's hard. So, and that relates to me because that's part of my story. So I might add a little bit extra to her canned response saying like, oh, I see you're a nurse, like relate to them that way so that they're more likely to message you back. And then I write these all down in my tracker. If they message me back that they're interested, I start talking to them, ask them what their goals are, ask them if they're doing anything now for fitness and nutrition, and then I slip in there my either canned response if I'm on Instagram, or canned email. So I'll ask them for their email, and I'll send them my canned email about Transform 20 that I'm doing right now. If I'm on Facebook, I'll say, you know what, I have this sneak peek group that has all the information on the program. I'd love to show it to you. I add them to the group, I send them the link. So that way it's not getting lost in their notifications because people are not as savvy as we are about social media. So it's just that process. And then they get the email, you follow up with them, and that's it. So 30 minutes of inviting. I go through all my invites and I do not respond to anybody. So if you start inviting people and people are messaging you back, leave it for the end, because you need to get through your task at hand, because these 2 first things, adding people to your network and inviting, are the money producing activities. You want to capitalize on those things because that's what's going to make you money. You need more people to make you more money. I spend minimum of 5 minutes engaging with people in my power hour, but I do that kind of throughout the day too, so that's like a less important thing. The 2 things again are the 2 first things are the most important. And then I go through hashtags. So I'll go and search different hashtags. Maybe I'll follow one of the hashtags that I used in my post, and I'll just engage with people that way. Start just conversations not related to Beachbody. I might follow a hashtag that's like women inspiring women, because that's what I like, and it's like, self-love posts or something like that. I'll interact, I'll send put comments on people's pictures and stuff, just to be in that community, because if that's what you're trying to represent, you want to be there. And then I spend the rest of the time emptying my inbox, which I allotted 10 minutes during the power hour, but that kind of goes on throughout the day. I'm not saying be on your phone every second, but people message you back throughout the day, and usually if I am not busy, I'll message them back, but it's usually after the kids go to bed. So if they're messaging me back, you have to set business hours for yourself so that you aren't glued to your phone every second, because then you're going to get burnout, and that's no way to coach anyway. So empty your inbox and then reply to people's comments on your photos or whatever. So I said last night as well that usually how I respond to people that comment on my posts with something equivalent. So if they're commenting on my post with a emoji, I'll comment back with an emoji. If they comment on my post with like, I love this, I'll just say thank you. If they write something meaningful and long, I'll come back with something thought out and write them a couple sentences back. So it's a give and take. It's social media. It's supposed to be social. You're supposed to interact with people. If anybody has any questions about this, please let me know. I'll post this in the loft and on my team page. We can definitely try to implement this into like more guided power hours. I really like that idea. That's what I watched from the other top coach that I was watching, and they did it guided, and she just went right through. It's just like the extra like motivation to not get distracted, to put your head down and get to work, and just to be like honest about what you're actually doing. So hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you later.